Right, a little bit of an abrupt ending, got a phone call, had to take it. We're well over 2 hours already on the session though, so about time we ended it anyway. 2 hours and there's been one worthwhile fight. Everything else has been beating the same fight over and over again against a massive number of enemies. That's it. This is a fairly boring final mission for the game. No, let's not go boring. Let's go tedious, because it's starting to feel like work of playing. Like, clearly there's an understanding that you have to up the game for the final mission to have a climax. This seems to be like someone increased the numbers on the wilderness fights. And that's about the full extent of it. Yay! We'll probably buy some gems or gold once per week. It would be a good idea to have a hero here, because it provides a lot of gems. It provides gems. So might be more worthwhile than camp the trading post here. At the same time, if we do need resources, the trading post is much better until you have quite a few cities with marketplaces going on. So retaining access to those easy access resources could be very important later on. Could be worthless too. No way to know. And it's just a low quality hero being wasted there, so it's not that big of a deal either way. Strong horse throng, minor army. '83 is now minor though. Oh fuck, those guys need to die before they do anything. Very bad situation again. Those 11 cannot die. This is the only situation ever, pretty much, that I wish I had a teleport so I could just remove it. We can... Fuck, we'll just taste all our group. Hope we'll get lucky. At least the Earth Elemental has time to move out of the way. That's what's always the main thing here. they want to fight me. It's just a throng of range units. Down once more. Zounds and zounds. Thousand enemies. Cerberuses are the only real threat here, so if we get rid of those, we'll be fine. Demons are too slow initiative-wise to be a threat. Rakshasa Kshatra Horde might even join up. It's not a guaranteed thing though, not even close. Starting to find quite a few artifacts from these treasure chests. We really need to meet up with the main hero. Yeah, 67 Rakshasa Kshatra. I sort of want to get rid of the golems. They're much shittier than the air elementals, and I can't repair them anyway, not with Saboteur. So, why hold on to them? Do I take teleportation? It does have some uses. Only expert in light magic and teleport creatures over time walls, I can do that. I'll take it. Not sure if this is a good investment though, we don't have a huge amount of crystal. But I don't see how else I could possibly get the spell at this point. So it's either that or nothing. we're pretty badly pointed. Guess when these guys struck us there were quite a few of them. We have been resurrected once, so I'd like to resurrect these guys properly before new things. Just to be safe. What the fuck? Ah, you sons of bitches. Always scares the shit out of me. Just be a resource bank. Fairly easy fight, probably. Barely got anything. Well, some resources and terrible armor piece. We're starting to be in a fairly happy place resource-wise. Gems are the ones we spend the most by far. Get them quite a bit too, but we don't really have to worry about even gems anymore. And this is with a situation where the guy who actually picks up all this crap is way behind. So for the next 2 to 3 weeks we probably not have to worry about much of anything. We have a huge excess of money, but at the same time I don't still see the point of taking experience from the chests. The amounts are just too little to really matter. Wrong battle griffins, that's pretty weak. Zounds and a horde. That sounds more typical at least. mostly done with this section. Four fights until we can go down underground. That's a good one. That's the banishment ring that has to go to the main hero right now. Well, at least before he goes underground. Pretty sure there hasn't been a resurgence with the Phoenix Farm here. We don't have to worry too much. I don't really have use for the armor, but I'll still take it. There's no point giving anything to secondary heroes. They're way too weak to be able to do anything useful here. If you can't deal with zones of creatures easily, there's no point even trying. Right, we already have the next week's gems. Swarm of succubuses. Don't need to do anything to prevent them from shooting. Range attackers can handle the rest. Maybe I'll ditch the reduce mana cost of all 0 spells by half. We haven't been seriously drained by mana cost in a long time. Yeah, the rest is so crap that I have no interest in it. This isn't particularly useful either, it just I don't think I have anything else to put there. What is it? Shield. Yeah, I have no shield slots. Ah. Well, it is what it is. This is another area where I can't enter. It'll take about a week to reach there, to the gate. We have enough gems for that, but after that, not so much. The metal stockpile. Protection against lightning attacks. Does not really have to be with the hero. Halving all the casting cost is very attractive though. Because it allows you to do one thing. You can ignore the need to constantly be replenishing things. Initiative of all shooters. Initiative increased. The rings are just so good though. That's the problem. +1 to all primary attributes and initiative increases. Let's write this. To be fair, banishment is really used when enemy heroes are around. So if we keep it in the back pocket, don't really bother with it until heroes pop up. Might favor the banishment ring when we go into unexplored places. Never know when you're gonna get ambushed in this game. If you're casually exploring, then favor the other ring. Another immediate fight.
It bothers me to speak well of Liara's minions. They have been industrious. Elrath, let us cleanse this kingdom of their foul works.
She has range combat. That's it. No range penalties. Resurrection through angels. This fighting scale seems somewhat smaller than the full stand fight. It's a good hero. Terrible defend, attack, but everything else is good. Not sure we want to go and attack. I suppose we should. Holy shit, that ballista is good. Right, we need the army-wide books more than anything. Can I neuter their retaliation strikes? No. Deflect missile might not be a bad idea. I feel like this fight is not gonna be decided by missiles. Not sure I want to go rushing in. Yeah, their resurrection capability is very important to us. Also, it seems like it's not a coincidence that one of them always survives when we attack them. I seem to be casting a divine vengeance randomly on enemies. I don't have any recollection where that came from. It's been a long time since I really played with any of these heroes, so I guess that's understandable. Wonder what equipment we have currently on the hero. It doesn't really matter, it's not like I can do anything about it, so it is what it is. My biggest sort of complaint about this, what's happening now, is that we put a lot of, well, maybe a lot is exaggerating things a little bit. We put some effort into deciding how the character is and what sort of army it's good with, but we don't actually get to in any way benefit from that in the actual fight here. This was designed to be strong with ranged, and not particularly strong. It's just a normal army composition used to be everywhere. Nothing special about it. That said, it's not like there was ever a huge amount of options on what to choose. You picked up everything you could and that's pretty much it. Yeah, definitely one of these sons of bitches always survives no matter how much damage I do. So I have to kill them twice. We have to use the angels to resurrect the crossbowmen. Well, at least the fight is decided. those archers for some reason.
Zahir, I'll hold this city while you trap Biara. She won't escape this way.
Go now. What do we need to do here? There are heroes here. Destroy the magical barrier, free the land. We got stopped for some reason. Like a script was supposed to trigger here. Be at least a dungeon version of what we've been seeing here too. I have no recollection of what the hell the dungeon hero knows how to do. Bear hide wraps. We don't want to charge in there this time. Earth Daughters. It's the first orc random unit I've seen in a non-orc campaign, I think. Yeah, what happened to the orcs? Aren't they supposed to be a thing too? We will very likely have to ditch some of the current troop stacks. Might be a good idea to get the secondary hero following this primary hero and transfer, especially something like the gold, something that we really never use. They're just taking up space. mean, I think they're mostly trash, these numbers, and a waste of space. But it's still 100 units, I don't really want to throw it away. Never know what type of uses you might find for it. Magnetic golems. They probably join up at least. Right, now their numbers are serious enough that throwing them away is certainly not an option. 400. That's a lot of hit points someone has to chew through. But I have no way of repairing them. I wish I could switch the saboteurs to master gremlins. The sabotage ability is trash anyway. Especially because there doesn't seem to be any difference between having a single saboteur versus having 450 the ability. It's a gigantic waste. Downs and downs. Let's see if we can go down. Probably not. It's another job for some of our allies. However, it is protected by a enemy force, so maybe not. Yeah, I was sort of afraid of this. Decided to try it anyway. Would have made things simple and easy. How many Rakshasas do we have? Delete. Well, let's delete now. Hopefully it's 67. 67. Mark the Wizard. I don't even recall what it does anymore. So we definitely have to go there. Is there a reason I shouldn't go there right now then? Right, we have to either find a portal to get in here or fight through some of the barriers, although there's almost no defense there. I'll go down. We're likely have to go here anyway at some point. A legion of horned ogres here. So we're now abandoning swarms and we're switching to legions. I think legion is 1000 plus. Yeah. 100. deep sigh. Just a swarm or legion after legion after legion after legion after legion after legion. Not like the fights are hard or anything, it's just they're both time consuming and the large numbers force you to sort of fight them a certain specific way. Maybe not one specific way, but it'll funnel things to certain ways of fighting. So the same pattern repeats in every goddamn fight, and there's tons of these fights. Nothing new in really any of them. One fight against the hero was something different. That was an optional thing, you could just move past the guy. Well, we have enough gems for probably a couple of weeks after this again. What is this? It's a Shadow Matriarch horde. Looks like they're captive, but I can't take additional troops to this group. So I definitely need to meet up with me. Hopefully they don't try to join automatically. Alternatively they might tell us something plot relevant. That would be acceptable too. It's caster burdens. Vorpal swords. I'm more or less trying to be a bait. I can't kill them and they'll destroy me immediately if I try to do something. I'll try to kill one of the stacks. We can kill them before they have a chance to do anything else. And he protects everyone surrounding him from spells and takes the damage himself though. But it is quite useful. You have to kill that stack before you can target anyone surrounding it with spells.
Great! There are some dark elves here who are still loyal to Elia. They'll be useful allies in spite of their rather odd clothing.
A horde of Shadow Matriarchs, that's a lot of range attack power again. Finding itself under the effect area of a destruction magic spell together with any other stacks, this creature will absorb some of the damage that would normally have. But the mages do this a lot better. Just prevent the damage entirely. So probably just trying to join up. Right, primary thing is to do the switch now. We can always pick up the loot later on. Not so sure about the air elementals either, but there's no immediate need to get rid of them. But I would definitely prefer something that I can resurrect, so I'll move them from the group 2 for now. It has the positive effect of giving the secondary hero a force to do something with too. If everything goes as planned, he should never have to do it, but you never know. I'm also a little bit unsure who the yellow faction here is gonna be. 87 Shadow Major, that's a lot of good units. 90 hit points. Then next, it's sort of same level as the Rakshasa Shatra. These are just melee. But similar numbers to the mages, 3 times as durable. So it's a formidable group. They do a lot of damage too. Mages do like 7, these do 17 to 27. The numbers are similar, so it's a pretty big difference. Right now we don't have to exclude anyone. Shit, didn't mean to do that. To resurrect the phoenixes now then. Not quite. should have everything they have, right? Den of Thieves. Intelligence. Best heroes. Demon Lord. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Gold amount. Yellow has the fewest. But I'm not yellow either. Nora is red. The yellow has towns, red has towns. Okay, that's at least something new I didn't know. Things are looking fairly good. First day of the week, and we have the necessary gems for the next week. Who is yellow? Orcs would be my guess. It's pretty much refers to the name of the expansion anyway, so it would be weird if it was something else. This won't work for whatever reason. What's the reason? Oh, for fuck's sakes. I make the same mistake every time. The plastic unit is so fast that when I wait for it, put it to wait and try to shoot with the gremlins, it gets another turn before the gremlins can do shit. Now they're going to die because of it, causing me endless amounts of headache trying to resurrect them again. Zones, throng, swarm, throng. A lot of heavy hitters, but two variations of archdevils, two variations of demons, swarm of quick cavalry, and zones of range attackers. I don't think I can attack it now anyway. It probably has a magical barrier protecting it, and we need to free the land around Talongarth first anyway. So can't go there. That's pointless to even fight that. Doesn't go anywhere. Well, we could go a little bit north and see what the deal with this place is. We don't even want to attempt to fight the sea. That's the final battle that might last God knows how long. Although, now that I think about it a little bit more, I think I understand why the mission is what it is. If you sort of think about what I complain about the ending of the core game, and it had basically, it was very quick, then it went into a fight against the Demon Overlord, and there was like 12 fights in a row. This is sort of where everyone played their part. This is sort of the same, but in a way that makes more sense and isn't such a huge pain in the ass to actually play through. Considering that you have breathing moments between the fights and a chance to save and so on. So I think this is a different type of approach to the same idea, where a multitude of heroes come together to wrap up the job. The problem here is there's too much irrelevant stuff. It's gonna be caught into a smaller map. I think it probably would have done the job better actually. It's maybe a bit too diluted. First it was just in the core game it was just a big fight after big fight after big fight after big fight, and it was numbing. Here it's numbing in a way where there's so little going on that it sort of numbs you. And you don't know, at least when you play the first time, how much of this you're supposed to even play or need to play. Experience point wise, we probably are not really getting anything. I don't care about that. But the resources are a different matter. Does this even matter? Am I gonna get my city here at any point? No idea. Am I supposed to gather troops from the city? What the fuck am I supposed to do? Who am I gathering these resources for if I'm the one who's the only one who can even operate on the top side? I have no answers for these, but at the same time there might be a reason. And sort of, this is the sort of crap I hate about these scripted things. Because you only know after the fact was there some sort of a real point to all this. How things were supposed to be played. If you just have a system that, or at least not as strictly, you don't have to rely on such things. You always know enough what to expect. There isn't going to be some miracle bullshit being pulled too often. We could use more morale, especially if we have two different army units together. It's the Shadow Matriarch is the one who's getting negative morale. Yeah, I'm not sure if this combination is a smart thing to do. It's a good stack of units, but if it doesn't work well with the army I have, it's not all that useful to me. Talent Guard. So it is. We need to take these out, very likely. So let's go visit hero number 1. And this is just a third of these quarters, or a quadrant. There's still an entire area left. And by getting these heroes, we probably open up the portal there, which leads us right there. Probably. Something along those lines anyway. I should have attacked. These guys aren't that powerful. Looks like there's stairs going down again. That would likely be another allied hero doing his job. Need to protect mana primarily. Everything else can be always sort of worked in the end. As long as you have some mana. Nimes, Demon Lord, level 27. High knowledge, good attack, that's it. Mana is secure. To resurrect them. Can I already do it? No. Deep sigh. We're sort of in a bad spot. Because if these shoot at the air elementals, it's game over for the phoenixes. But if I prevent them from shooting, they will certainly kill that, so... Fun, fun, fun. At least the air elementals should be fast enough. I don't actually want to kill the succubus, as they're my guarantee that I do get to resurrect him. Lost more than the phoenixes. Titans have been killed. We're such in a weird position. We can't do anything until the resurrection is done, so hopefully his hero will attack the Titans. That would be most convenient. died? Shadow Matriarchs died because I tried to cast a spell on them. Yeah, this is just getting more complicated and complicated constantly. I don't care, I don't get where the deaths came from. Right. Could I now maybe do something? Ah, what a mess, what a mess, what a mess. Right, so that's the barrier they were referring. And that's where we must go to reach the fourth area, probably. Right, the allies will do the job there. The moment we kill the second hero, the barrier will be destroyed. Right, so everything else needs to be done before that. Not sure if there's all that much to be done here. I think I'll take these things one quadrant at a time anyway. It eats up quite a bit of time to do these. Unless something happens to speed things up. Especially when we have to do the city fight anyway after this. Where the ally attacks the underground demon city. That eats up extra time again. On the positive side, we have a good view on the enemy base right from the start. So we know that every stinking unit that we can get to join this army is worth it. The experience loss is a small price to pay. You basically, if you don't pay it, you're not gonna make it. You just don't have the troops for it. So you have to get the resources and the necessary funds every week. You have to fight to get the experience. You don't have to fight quite as much as I do, but you have to fight. There's no alternative to that. I suppose you could play with a very low level hero if you ignore all that. But I don't see how that would really work. Sort of an item. What is that? What the fuck is it? Why can't I target it? A farm. Well, at least there are additional troops you take. There's a Pierce hut. That's a rare thing. That That's a side mission. There are some fighters quartered in a house near the road, and their commander is willing to fight for us here, for a payment, of course. It's up to him whether to hire them or not. 350 marksmen. It's not like it's a bad deal, and we have the room for it, but this is not going to work. We already have the phoenixes, which are not part of my army. Now there's another army. It's already painful on morale, right? Yes, -1. So I would need to switch up the setup. Probably these knowledge, flying creature initiative needs to be sacrificed. Otherwise, this won't work. 1, 4, 4, 4. Legion of conscripts. Might as well stop them here. Bail on this. Number of knights need to be reduced drastically quickly. To resurrect the gremlins now. The knights will kill these, which again drives us in an unpleasant situation when the elemental is gonna surface. I can't really do much about that now. Maybe I can. We'll have a couple of units be able to move after our resurrection. Won't amount to much, but it's there. Might be enough. Form of light magic. Allows all light magic spells to be cast without any skill. Yeah, I've got that. I've got the light magic, I don't need special skill books for that. Minor Taskmaster, Zaun. Not that many, really. Mass confusion. This time we're going to finish melee. Shit. No difference. Yeah, this is bad. It's very bad. Our turns are hitting places where I can't resurrect and kill the son of a bitch. Let's do this the old-fashioned way. What else? A pack of archdemons. Legion Swarm Sword. Ugh. They just never end. Now this is a trivial fight. There are some fighters quartered in a house near the road, and their commander is willing to fight the year for a payment. Thunder Thanes. It's not like they're bad, it Just housing these is gonna start to be troublesome. To be fair though, I don't need 9 stone gargoyles, I could just dump these any moment, same with the normal gremlins. I can afford the troops. I've been gathering money so I can do something things like this, so we should take them. Thunder things would be very doable if nothing else, but the damage is just, that's just terrible. Well, at least they're with us, so if we happen to need them, we can use them. 100,000 gold it costs me. Not really worth it, but at the same time, what the hell am I gonna spend the money on anyway? Legion Swarm Horde. This. Zones and a swarm. Ah. I don't think I have a shield. I have an item there, but it's totally worthless to me. No interest in those. Orcs. Some range capabilities. I suppose I should rush in there. Goal would be to block the range attackers, probably. But I can't attack them or they'll run away and shoot at me. Right, no range capabilities anymore. These are starting to be nice little fights. Anti-medic boots. Elemental gargoyles, they will probably want to join up. We have a full army, no. Now we're gonna have a problem with this. There are too many different type of forces trying to join us. I suppose that's a positive problem to have. Elemental gargoyles, I think they were capable of inflicting vulnerabilities to elemental damage, which we don't really do. So I suppose technically some of the things we can do might count. Yeah, sure, come along. At least we're wrapping up this little bit of exploration and killing one hero. Legion Swarm Horde, 2 large range attackers and a legion of... not sure what they are. Rubbish units anyway. Vulnerability, aura of fire vulnerability, ice vulnerability and lightning vulnerability. Could possibly be useful in some situation. What the situation might be, I have no idea. It would... so many things would have to work well in combination for it to be anything useful. I don't see it working. What is, for example, the point of having a huge swarm of enemies into protecting basically what is a lumber mill? It's not like they... if this would have had like 5 of those horses, the end result would have been exactly the same. Wouldn't make a lick of difference, except I wouldn't have to spend so much time with all these fights. Strong losers want to fight me. Need larger numbers than this. probably getting left behind at this point. There's just too many things to loot. Suppose that's fine. I have no idea if there's some sort of downside if you would have just used a single hero and taken more time. I don't really think there is gonna be much of a downside. So I'm not sure if there's any real benefit in trying to play in this way, like it's supposed to be more efficient somehow. This is the first time I've seen the free spell. I don't know if I can even cast it. There was a chance to buy it at some sort of spell shop. I probably can't throw it away. Deals some damage to all of the summoned or gated stacks, depending on the hero. Right. Some damage on all summoned or gated. They'll probably only be useful in that particular fight. Usually when it starts to go to city fighting, they start to throw those summoned creatures around. But we already have next week's gems in storage, so I suppose that might be it. No, it doesn't really work that. You don't really have a gem income. You have a set amount of gems in the environment that you can get. But waiting isn't gonna buy you all that many more. Might consider doing some of our own looting with the main hero at this point. The distance between the main and secondary is starting to get too large. Wrong of art glitches, that's like no art glitches at all. Right, just under 200. I'll just find their range attacks. Only one more after this, then main fight. There should be a allied unit attacking a city after this though, once we take care of the hero. Phantom Forces. I forgot that's even a spell. I'm gonna use that. We could also summon more phoenixes, I suppose. Oh, this is pathetic. I haven't seen Force this week in the entire goddamn mission. Just weak. I'm not sure how I missed that. It's obvious they're gonna do. I just totally missed that. Sure what the hell I was thinking. It doesn't really matter. I had just enough power to do the necessary resurrection. But I need to end this before his turn comes up. And the fight. Who is it?
So many demons remain. Thank you, Mother Earth, for letting the orcs face our enemies. For the children!
Which one of you? Shaman does the fighting. 2,000 goblins. 2.5. Oh, they're the untamed Cyclops. No, we have two types of Cyclops. Untamed Cyclops have to just charge in and bash the gate in, otherwise they're gonna cause a huge amount of trouble for everyone else. Alright, where are you? Okay, gotta have a handle on this. Enemy has substantial melee power, weak on range combat. Right, so range combat favors us. We don't want to break the wall, we want to destroy the towers. Thanks. It's like the one fucking thing you weren't supposed to do when you did it. And now they're summoning shit here. Goddamn son of a bitch. There is a lot of enemies here. Are a lot of enemies here. Well, better start killing them. There's not much else to do. There's so many summoned creatures here now. They'll can this too. Witch doctors have a certain chance of defiling the spells cast by their targets, casters only. Either weaken them, increasing their cost, making them yeah, but it doesn't have a caster. Right, this is basically gonna be decided by who gets the first good hits on the other group. We do have a better hero. Ford's anger bullet does a lot of damage. Yeah, it's all about the blood loss though. Right. Not a single arrow tower destroyed. Just awful. We need to move south to encounter the summoned units. There's gonna be hundreds of them being spawned right on top of us. There's 1500 demons spawning or gaining in their units. That's a ton of it. Well, this is gonna hurt someone. Yeah, they lost about 800 units there. That's why you don't want to fight against those. I mean, they're such a pain in the ass. Yeah, they can summon in these 500 unit stacks of summoned creatures. Multiple ones, yeah. Numbers just keep increasing. Wait. Bad luck. It's not what I needed. Poison should take care of those. You'll entertain the demons inside the castle too. Which group is that? They're all inside, so they don't really matter. I need to kill groups so I can get the blood going. That'll be guaranteeing my victory. Because we're looking at tier 3 bloodlust, that's a lot of damage these guys can pour out. Every other piece of wall and the gate was shot down first before even a single tower was taken down. Could use Horde's anger. But then amount of casualties are just too small to matter. I'll just battle cry so we can get the bloodlust third rank faster. this? That group, right. We need to kill the horses here. We just need to get rid of enemy stacks so the blood doesn't. That should be our goal. We attack from a certain angle so we target more than one. No. But whatever. We'll do what we can. Not like I have a lot of choices here. Okay, this attack will determine a lot. We need to start killing these groups. That's it, there's 900 of those are gonna act soon. So if we can kill 300 of them, that would help quite a bit. Want to get retaliation attack though. Not sure I have much of a choice. It's better to do the initial strike and wait for them to come to us. Well, there were too many of them. Not that many anymore. Yeah, their morale is turning to shit. They're not doing all too well. I think I attacked my own troops. It's hard to say. It's hard to say what the hell is going on here. Yeah, with blood lost in this flowing, that's the important part. Okay, who's going to act first? Then guys inside the castle will act next, and the 270 there. Right. I don't see them having all that much of a chance at this point. They're in too tight of a group, and once our heavy hitters start bashing them, they're gonna tons of them die. Which one's next? My attack policy or targeting policy at this point is to try to get the first strike on some of these enemy groups. That's about it. I don't think it's all that much further than that. I don't think there's a point to think it further. So if I can get these initial strikes with my good stacks, it'll decide. They have nothing left after that. They simply don't have the attack power to get through the blood loss anymore. And their ranged attacker is too weak to make big mistakes. Yeah, now their moral is shit. It's absolute shit. And I'm just getting stronger and stronger with each kill. My units are harder and harder and harder to kill. Even with unlucky, I still killed half of them. Right. You'll lose some by going into the lava, but not enough to matter. What we need is to get to the range unit quickly. I sort of did that so he has no opportunity to block our access. I don't think it would have mattered too much, but there's no point taking chances. We have the bad luck, they have the horrible morale. This was the toughest fight so far, but it wasn't that tough. But really the ability to just get in shit is a big headache. I need to prepare for that with the year.
Gotai sent me. Message is this. Orcs will hold the city. No demons come in or out. Gotai hoping demons try to get out. Gotai hates demons.
I went to go there. Right. Once we get to the final quadrant, I'll end things. It just takes so much time to clean up these places up, and the attacks on the subterranean towns is the only important part. Maybe fighting against the enemy heroes. So there's just a huge amount of crap that's totally irrelevant. That sort of thing should have been mostly cleaned up before we came here. There also isn't all that many different ways you can play this. I guess if you know the exact strength of the enemy there and what you need to make through, you can sort of cherry pick what you do here. Go for the groups that give you actual additional units for your army and ignore a lot of the pointless fights. Any shields? Nope. Still, this sort of a design for the final mission of a game is very, very common in strategy games. I mean, it has to be the largest map and it has to be filled with all kinds of crap. It has to be some sort of a gigantic slog that takes a huge amount of time, even though there might not be that much things going on in the actual map. I do have to say I prefer the maps, generally speaking, where the enemy is trying to do something. Some of the competition maps were nice, or dodging patrols, things like that. And it doesn't even have to be something like that for the entire mission. But here, he isn't doing anything. He's just shitting there probably too, but sitting there doing nothing, waiting for me to inevitably come and walk over him. I feel like previous versions, I'm not including the fourth one here, I recall too little of the fourth game. It was more about fighting an opponent, and he more or less had some sort of advantage at the start, so you couldn't just rush it quickly, or all that easily at least at the start. So you had to gather resources and armies, items, whatever spells, so you could push and play him harder to fight. But here, there is no such thing. That he's not trying to do anything. There's the
Hostile dark elves to the northwest. I'll descend upon them like the godfather of all sandstorms. Nah, I just can't say that stuff like Godric did.
right. Godfather of all sandstorm. I feel like the earlier games had a more of a active, interactive component to even to these big missions. So it wasn't this static. I think it's the static component, the predictable component it's always exactly the same is what sort of drives these into the dull territory. Scripted content can be very nice, but because it's so controlled, you can build up the experience. But that also requires quite a bit of work. And I do have to say, this is somewhere where we can dump our city. It's just a massive area that's nothing. And that's probably preparation for the assault on that, because it is very hard for our current army. Could we do that and end there? For 35,000, that's nothing. Drop in the bucket. We need some time to upgrade it either way. It's level 28. We are producing extra gems probably. Yes. Do we want the arcane forge thing? To be fair, it can be very, very useful. But we also don't have gems to spend there. We don't really need the extra. Yeah, we really don't need a lot of this Colosseum made. I wonder how many weeks worth of troops we can even get from this. But, we can put the tier of Asha there. 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of troops, and I can switch the Gremlin Saboteurs to Master Gremlins so they can actually heal golems. So it does give us options, if nothing else. These guys are dangerous, very, very dangerous. Can I buy heroes? Yes, thank you. Ah. Right. So at the very minimum you're supposed to make it at least this far. Then you can try to build up something for yourself. Preparation for the final fight. So at least this far is how you might be able to push very quickly, and here you can stop to catch your breath. The skyship increases weekly creature growth, provides your empire with additional gold each day, and boosts knowledge for the bending heroes. Yeah, this is some extra gold and additional troops. Not exactly horrible, but not particularly interesting either. So we're gonna get some minor additional troops, and we can switch the existing troops to something we might find useful. Not sure about the battle mages. Phoenixes are also sort of problematic. They're fast and useful when we don't have to do the big fights, but there's only 3 of them. They're totally irrelevant in a siege fight. Just too few. Just taking a look what they have here. Right. We could still use the trading post, especially, yeah, next to trading post we can do the Titan upgrades fairly easily. Because gems would have been the real bottleneck, big bottleneck at this point. Now I can summon additional Titans and get the Titan upgrades, but I need to sacrifice Mercury and Sulfur probably. At the same time, there aren't that many upgrades I can do here, so why the hell would I save anything? We'll also do the Arcane Forge, but I'll do that just before we attack the last team. Yeah, we'll add to the larger stacks of bonuses. Not sure it'll make much of a difference, but at the same time I don't really have a reason not to do it.